Some of the most memorable images I have are from the days I used to frequent amusement parks such as Six Flags, Universal Studios, and Disney World, especially the roller coasters. We'd get on with anticipation and get off with indigestion, all within 60 seconds. We'd shake ourselves off with some high fives and on to the next thrill. At the end of the day, we'd be heading home exhausted and a bit light on cash, but full of good memories. We outgrew all these rides years ago, except for one. If you'd like to know which, keep watching. Greetings. My name is Joseph Yeager, founder of the Legatus Group. Welcome to another Financial Perspectives broadcast. My objective is to provide thought-provoking discussions so you can make decisions that resonate with your core values and meet your objectives. The oldest roller coaster in the world still attracts more riders than any other. You can get on it no matter where you live. You can ride it as long as you want if you can afford to, and it will provide more twists and turns, peaks and valleys, euphoria and indigestion than any other roller coaster you'll likely ever ride. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the stock market. Before I proceed, please consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already done so by clicking the subscribe link below. It's free and would be much appreciated. You may also follow and reach me on LinkedIn and www.explorelegatus.com. The past 12 months provided investors one heck of a ride. They have seen some of the best and worst the market has to offer in terms of both returns and emotions. After 10 years of a bull market, the concerns of a global economic slowdown are rising. There is a talk of recession looming. Of course, in times like this, the debate between bulls and bears heats up and begins to create more confusion than clarity for most investors. The media loves that because viewers stay tuned in with anticipation of the next shoe to drop. But instead of dwelling on the less desirable market dynamics, I'd like to share 3 healthy habits to adopt in times of uncertainty. Before you consider any of these, I recommend that you consult with your professional regarding your specific situation. With that said, let's get started. Number 1, stay calm. This habit, in my opinion, is the most important, yet most difficult. We all have a tolerance threshold. The tendency to bail on your portfolio during extreme volatility is normal. When you act under duress, the consequences are often regrettable. Sit with your professionals, revisit your objectives, and adjust accordingly. Be strategic rather than reactive. Number 2, don't plunge. Whether you're an experienced investor or new and wondering whether it's the right time to invest, rather than guess, you may want to consider taking small bites over time. For example, if you have $100,000 burning a hole in your pocket, consider investing $10,000 a month over 10 to 12 months or some other interval. If the markets perform, you're in the game, and if not, you're not overexposed. And number 3, neutralize the media frenzy. Separate the news into 2 categories. First, that which is currently a constant. For example, a pandemic shutting down the economy, Brexit, and US-China slingfests for world domination, to name a few. Second, that which is random. For example, Huawei CFO was arrested in Canada, which pissed off China, or President Trump threatening General Motors because they closed some plants and laid off some workers. The constants I keep an eye on, and the random I classify as noise. It keeps me focused on what matters. A history of U.S. bear and bull markets July 2020 report by First Trust demonstrates that since September of 1926 through June of 2020, the average bull market period for the S&P 500 lasted 32 and a half months with an average cumulative return of 111.7%. The bear market periods that followed averaged 9.5 months in duration and averaged a negative 35.5% return. That is still an average return per cycle of over 76% in 3.5 years, or approximately 17.5% compounded annually. Not too shabby. As uncomfortable as it may be to experience a significant paper decline in your portfolio, uncomfortable, not fatal, is what it is. Now, most portfolios don't mimic the S&P 500 alone, so the above statistic may differ for each of us. However, the emotional reaction to either missing a bull run or feeling the pain of steep decline may be similar no matter your portfolio composition or how many bull and bear cycles any of us may experience. That is why having a competent and proactive professional to help you navigate your portfolio and your emotions through the different cycles may prove invaluable. I'll conclude by saying that so far we have recovered from every correction, crash, and recession, each time to reach new highs, though it may take some time to do so. Granted, past performance does not guarantee future results. However, I feel that keeping your head about you while most around you are losing theirs seems to be a more successful investment strategy over time. Please let me know what topics you would like my perspective on, and if you'd like to explore your financial potential, please drop me a line in the Contact Us page at www.explorelegatus.com so we may schedule a conversation. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.